Hey, this is JT the Railfan. I just posted an update video, and then now I'm going to show you some video. Last update video I said in there, I was going to show you how I wired up these signals, and I'll explain to you how they work a little bit more. I'll do the explaining of that towards the end of the video, but we'll get jumped right away with the wiring of it. My friend helped me wire this, so he did most of the wiring, so I'll try to explain what he did, and we kind of work together on this. So, first thing is you need a DC power pack. You can hook it up to you can have it running on a DCC layout. You just have to have the DC power pack for the power to work. And that is down there. So I guess I'll start with the power pack, and then I'll work my way out to the sensors. You have to buy this extra box with the signals. And the signals, I bought 2 of them. You have to buy either one. You could buy 1, you could buy 2, you could buy how many ever you want. But you have to get this box to wire them up. And then the signals come with separate wires. So I heard from another video that you can wire 4 of them up at the same time. I believe it says that somewhere on the instruction guide too. But anyways, you pretty much take the DC power, which would be these 2 wires, and then on the box here, it says, I believe, track. Come on, focus, camera. There we go. It says track left and right, and that's where those 2 wires from the DC power go. And then these wires come pretty out of the power pack, the pack by itself already. What those do is they go over to the AC power and the DC power pack, which would be these 2 wires here, the yellow and the blue. That's that for the power pack portion of this box. The next thing you could do, I don't know the order we did this in, but the next thing you can do is hook up the lights for the crossings. Basically what you do is there's 2 red wires usually from the ones that I got. Take those 2 wires, and then you have to put them in separate spots as you see on the thing here. It's pretty self-explanatory. And then there's a black wire. And so since I have a double set of crossings, all that I had to do was just put 2 of each wire in one slot for all of those. So there's a red wire, and a black wire on one crossing gate. And then you have to just line them up with the color coding. And now this next part is probably going to be the hardest part to explain, because I don't even really know how we did it. It's all wired up. I'd have to look at the back of it to see where the sensors are. And again, I said in the last video, we only have it set up so that how that train's facing now, if it were to approach the crossings, it will set them off going that way, but it can't come from the other way. So moving on from there, the one sensor, the way that I marked where they were was that I put like these little dwarf signals where the sensors are, so I remember where they are. But then the other one's over here. So what you do is they come with the They come with the little box that you buy. They come with that. What you do is you take the wires, and there's two sides to the sensor. You have to have a solder. You solder the wires to that. And then you run it along here. And then for the way it's set up is you have an A, B, C, and D sensor. So those two wires, the red, and you put them into this DS spot. And a lot of this was just trial and error till we got the signals to work. So the white one goes into the A, so that comes from the A sensor, which is what makes the signals turn on. And then the other side of that goes to the DS spot. It says DS or D5. It says for some reason it says DS on here, but it says D5 on the instructions. And then from there, the the C sensor, the C sensor you need to wire up because that's what shuts the signals off on this side. Actually, I think we kind of got it reversed or something. I'm not sure what we did, but like I said, you can do trial and error until you get them working the way that they're supposed to be working. And we probably would have had to take a lot more longer time to do it if we were going to do it from the other way to make the train, if it was coming from that way, to turn them on too. And then in the instructions too, it also says when you do these, to place the sensors that turn the signals off 1 to 2 inches away from the crossing to do the best results. For some reason, I believe I did 2 inches, just about, and I like it a lot where I had put them. The one bad thing about having the sensors here is that if you're running a faster train, the train's going to get to the crossings faster. They'll still activate at the same point where you put the sensor, but it doesn't bother me too much. There's another video about these kind of signals on YouTube. I forgot who did that video. I don't know his channel very well. But he did it in a way that you could just use the DC pack to wire it up. So now I'm more into how these signals work. The sensors work with light. So if it's dark out, and you have all the lights out in the layout room, but you want to do like a nighttime operation, they're probably going to be flashing, because how it works, and I can even do it with my hand, I don't have to run the train over it. When the train passes here, it'll send the signals off. And then they won't shut off until it passes over this other signal. So if I say that was the train, I just shut it off with my hand, but I'll just push a car over it right now. So the signal's just activated, and like I said, they won't shut off until the last car of the train passes over this one over here. So once the light goes back on, once the light gets back to this sensor, pretty much, the signals will shut off again. So here's just like another look at them with them on. and then I'll turn them off. Like I said, the train will do it itself, so I don't really need to push those, but sometimes I just do them just to turn them on and turn them off. And the other thing too, when you get them working, is it, like I said with the light, the box has these knobs on the bottom of them, and that controls the sensitivity of the sensors. So, that's pretty much how they work. Again, thanks for watching. See you next time.